what? For all of you who loved Reasonable Doubt season 1 on Hulu, it's coming back. It got a season 2. Now, as of last November 2022, the jury was still out. No pun intended, but we were wondering if it got a season 2. Well, it got a season 2. My boy, my brother, and I, Leroy McKenzie Jr., love the show. We did recaps on IG. I'm going to bring the recaps right here to you on YouTube. So I'm so excited. So I'll talk about what Reasonable Doubt is for those that don't know. But let me just say this quickly. Reasonable Doubt is a show on Hulu that was executive produced by Kerry Washington, right? And it was an amazing show. Every episode, the writing was phenomenal. So let me just give you a synopsis and then tell you who's joining season 2. Now, this person who is joining season 2, people say, uh-oh, it's about to be canceled. Because as soon as they join a cast, the show is canceled. See if you can think of who I'm talking about. And it's not Tay Diggs, because Tay Diggs has that as well, where people say, uh-oh, if Tay Diggs joins the cast, then you can forget about it. It's a wrap. But this person, they say the same thing about. All right. So Reasonable Doubt is going nowhere. Hulu has renewed the legal drama for a second season, right? They have someone coming, which I'll tell you at the end. Starring, and I want to make sure I get her. She plays Jax, but let me make sure I get her name right because I always have to look at it. Emma Yahtzee, Cordinali, McKinley Freeman, Tim Joe, Angela Grovey, Thaddeus J. Mixon. So some of these names you might not have heard of. And the main person who plays Jax, beautiful, beautiful Black woman, Emma Yahtzee Cordinaldi. She plays Jax. And she plays the head attorney in Los Angeles. She's a defense attorney. And she balances handling her life and the difficult cases that she has and the pending divorce or trying to figure it out with her husband on the show. And it's so interesting because she's been married for years. And well, let me back up and I'll give you some. I'm going to do a show that's going to recap each episode of season 1 to prepare us for season 2 for those that haven't seen it. So I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to do that in this video. I'll do that in another one as season 2 approaches. But basically, Jax, Jax, she plays the main character, beautifully dressed, beautiful personality. And it's a real personality. So it's not like what you see, how Claire Huxtable was an attorney or how, and I have a shirt, my daughter for Christmas got me a shirt of all the Black female attorneys in TV. But it's not how even Kerry Washington was on Scandal. It's probably a combination how Annalise Keaton was on How to Get Away with Murder. She has her real life in it, and it's in today's world. So some of the language, some of the things that they talk about are present day as far as her personality. And she doesn't get it right in her personal life. In her business, she is on point. In her personal life, she's trying to figure it out, how to balance her life as a wife and a mother, and try to be the bad boss woman she is as an attorney. And then everything in between, dealing with her family trauma, the things that her mom ignored. I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen one. Some of the things that her mom ignored, some of the things that happened to her in childhood and in adulthood, and she's trying to figure it out. So a lot of times when you have a type A personality and then there's trauma involved, you've got to have control of something. And she has control in her career. So her husband complains because she's not the wife that he needs, and he put his stuff aside so she can go with her career. And now he's trying to figure it out. He's like a gaming tech engineer, um a creative, and that's what he does. And he takes care of the kids almost primarily now, so she can go off and be the bad boss she is. But he needs a balance, and he wants his wife, so he gave her an ultimatum, like, it's either you going to have less time at the job or it's me. And she didn't want to divorce, didn't want to separate, but he held to it and separated. But he still wants her back, and all of this stuff happens in between with men, other women, everything swirling around, old people coming back into the time, but in the beginning, she's a young defense attorney, and she tries to get off Michael Ealy's character in the beginning. So I'm not going to give it all away if you haven't seen season 1. But when we start recapping season 1 to prepare for season 2, then it's going to be a disclaimer. So that was one of the cases that she lost in the beginning. And then years later, Michael Ealy's character, her first client that she lost his fight, comes back. And all kind of stuff happens within that time. Okay. So let me see where I want to go. Well, because this is just the announcement to tell y'all season 2 is back. And I'm going to do the recaps on each episode soon. So I'm going to just keep this one short. All right. So who is coming to season 2 is Morris Chestnut. Now, y'all know they say when Morris Chestnut enters a series that's already doing well, then it's going to get canceled because he's coming in. So he has that little jinx. But they decided to hire him anyway because it's Morris Chestnut. His resume speaks for itself, but it's not what you think. So Jax is not going to, he's going to be an attorney. I will tell you that much coming into the scene. He's going to be working with Jax, but it's not going to be what you think. It's not going to be, oh, that's her love interest. It's almost going to be her nemesis. So I don't know if the tension is going to get hot and heavy and that's her nemesis one day and then it's going to be her love interest the next. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but he's going to be in it. So when Jax brings in Corey, that's going to be his name, to help on a new high-profile case, she soon realizes he's more shine than substance and that he's threatened her position at the firm. So reading that tells me they had to start filming already, right? We just heard in the last 24 hours that it's getting a season 2, but they have all of that already. Let me see. So it's by Onyx. That's the production company, the creative side of it. And they also, by the way, did Unprisoned. It's on Hulu, and Kerry Washington stars in that, and she produces that also. So this is another hit for Onyx. So I want to see something for a second. I want to see something because there were 9 episodes in season 1, but I want to see something for a moment. Because people were going crazy because they thought that it was canceled, but it is coming back. So it might have been a case where they had to fight to get it back on, and I'm not mad at them, or to get it. So it is, so Onyx has a lot of different dramas and comedies, and they're starting with that. And I just wanted to give, well, let me just tell you that Morris Chestnut, I said he plays Corey. His last name is Cash. He's a charming, media savvy defense attorney who often represents underdogs, and y'all know Jax likes to do that too. Um, so that's definitely going to be a power struggle right there. The series is created and written and executive produced by Ramla Muhammad, Kerry Washington as executive producer, alongside Pilar Savan and Simpson Street, as well as Larry Wilmore via Wilmore Films. So there's a lot of hands. Sean Holly, Tamara Gregory, John Lachey are the co-executive producers. So the series is produced by ABC Signature, which is a part of Disney as well. So it's going to be a lot of drama, and we got to think. So again, I'm not recapping now. I'm going to do that later. But again, this is just the announcement that it's coming back. But if you watch season 1 and how it ended, do you think that Jax and her husband, I don't want to give it away, are together? I'll just leave it like that. What do you think? What do you think the predictions will be for season 2? Do you think Jax and Mr. Stewart are going to be back together? Oh, I want to show y'all this and I love the fact season 1, each episode was a song that we know. So that's what it was, Song Cry and what? And a who? Oh man, I'm looking at these. I can't wait to recap these. So let me see. And then we're going to end. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. Okay. I don't want to talk about Damon if you haven't seen it. Y'all don't know who Damon is. So before I spoil it, before I do a recap of season 1, I'm going to go through each episode. Make sure you catch up on it on Hulu, Reasonable Doubt, because it did get a season 2. But I want to know from you, do you think Jax and Lewis are going to be back tight after what happened at the last scene, the last episode of season 1? What do you think about Damon? You tell me if you know in the comments who Damon is. What do you think's going to happen in season 2? I have been trying to find out to see when season 2 will premiere. And give me 1 second because I've been trying to look for that. And I'm live. I just jumped right on. So excited. Start. Let's see. Let's see the release date. It's not saying. I wanted to look one more time. It's not saying when season 2 will start. But according to what they know already, it seems like they started filming. People love this show. Love this show. Please bring back for season 2. Another comment, please bring back this show. I could use 1,000 adjectives to describe this show, but I will just say fabulous. Do not cancel. The show is a winner. Don't leave us hanging. Someone else says, I love this show. Love the dynamics. I knew I couldn't trust them. Hint, hint. Glad they did not keep Lewis pretty much clean and sexy. Let's see. Great show. Please bring back second season. Great work, Carrie. I love the drama, fashion, and suspense. Absolutely love the show. Please bring it back. Someone else says, great show. Love all the characters. I hope there will be a season 2. Jax is a bad A. Great job as a producer, Kerry Washington. Dang, they spelled her name all wrong. But love the show. Please bring back for season 2. Everybody loves it. When I posted on social media, everybody was in for this treat. All right. Announcement. Reasonable Doubt is back for season 2. I'm still working on trying to find a release date so I can bring that to you. But very soon, I will recap each episode of season 1 to prepare you. So before I do that, go to Hulu right now and binge watch. I might rewatch it again just to get another feel of it. It was that good. I think I started a third time, right? So this will be my third time rewatching it. But when I first watched season 1, I watched it every week. So you had to wait every week for the new one to come. Now it's all uploaded and I'm going to watch them and binge watch them again and then come back to you and recap season 1 of Reasonable Doubt. So we can be ready by our TVs or sometimes you use what? Yeah, your devices, your computer, your phone, your tablet, your iPad, whatever it is, but we're going to watch Reasonable Doubt season 2. I'm glad that it got one. I went to Jax's page to see what she had on there, and she posted it as well. So it's an exciting time for Reasonable Doubt fans. All right, y'all, this is Kendéll Lenice for reviews and news. Remember, you're a star. Don't allow anyone to dim your shine. Till next time, God bless. Peace. So excited.